today we're going on a walk with a bunch of our community members. We're going to be looking at the places around here that bring us joy, and then we're going to be getting together into groups and talking about what else we would like to see in our neighborhood. If we look at the typical city, usually everything is on a grid, but then here everything is really curving and along all these pathways. The idea was to kind of be in a more organic space and so that cars could move easier along them. So that's kind of how we ended up with the form that we have now.
You look down and see James McKevin, and then you see the road over there. Was this originally going to be the road?
No, it was.
They removed the road, have to go all the way around the neighborhood to get from that point to that point.
Fish Creek, so close, and it's a provincial park, and it's almost like entirely just wildlife. Like there's moose in there, we always see deer, and they kind of come out and wander around the neighborhood, and that's something that I think is really special.
In other communities, you might just have one or two different routes that you would take. But I feel like here, there's a lot more variation.
Well, it'd be really interesting to look for traces of like they sort of tell you something's happening in a place, tell you where people they want to walk. If you go to SAIT campus, they put in all these sidewalks where people walk. But the thing at SAIT is that they keep changing. Anybody have a guess as to why they keep changing? Curriculum changes.
On the way back, I thought we would walk along the road. Actually, we've been walking along all these kind of nice pedestrian areas. In urban planning, we typically talk about like human scale. So like two people walking side by side, that's kind of the width of this pathway. And then if we look more in this area, things are designed more for the car scale. So you have a really wide road, probably like 10 meters, and then people are kind of just meant to walk along the edges. So the car is more of the priority here.
My daughter, her and her friends go to the big park. She's like, we just sit on the swings because there's nowhere else to sit.
I see lots of opportunities for even little spaces where we could either stop and talk or meet.
Thank you everyone for coming. It's interesting to hear the different perspectives, and people added lots of comments that like I hadn't thought about before.
Can we give Alex a round of applause?